Hi everybody, welcome to my video about two-step equations. I want you to look at the screen and look at the different types of equations that I will teach you how to solve. Each one is a little different. So please get out a piece of paper and a pencil and follow along with me. Okay, so our goal again is to isolate the variable when solving an equation. And you can see that our variable here is x. So what we want to do is, instead of just having one step to solve this, we have two steps. And first we need to undo any addition or subtraction, and then we're going to undo any multiplication or division. And how I remember it is I just look at the constant right here. This is what we want to deal with first. Anything that's attached to the variable, you deal with that last. Okay, that will make sense more as I am going over these. Okay, so first we want to isolate the x, so I'm going to take care of this 5. Think about how do we get it to a 0. Okay, we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. So I subtract 5 from both sides. This 5 minus 5 cancels out. I don't write anything. And then I bring down my 8x equals 72. And now you'll see that we just have a basic one-step equation. 8 times what number is 72? We're going to undo the multiplication by dividing each side by 8. This 8 over 8 cancels out. We are left with x equals 9. We can always check our equation by plugging this 9 back into where the x is. And when I work it out, I'll see that 5 plus 72 does equal 77. So I know I did it correctly. That's a good thing about any of these equations. You can always check them by plugging your answer back into what that variable is. Okay, here's our next problem. Don't let this fraction scare you. That just means it's division. So again, first, we're going to undo any addition or subtraction. We're going to deal with this constant first. We want to deal with anything around the variable last. So since this is a plus 2, if we subtract 2 from both sides, this will zero out, and we end up with x divided by 3 equals, and 0 minus 2 is a negative 2. Now we have just a basic one-stepper to solve, and to solve this I ask myself, what divided by 3 will give me negative 2? I can solve that by doing the inverse operation, which is multiplication, and this 3 is really like a 3 over 1, so you can see how this cancels. Both of these become a 1. We're left with the x by itself, and then we have negative 2 times 3, which is a negative 6. Again, I can plug in this negative 6 where this x is. Negative 6 divided by 3 plus 2. That should give me a 0. Let's see if it does. That will be negative 2 plus 2 does give me a 0. So I do know that I solved this correctly. That's the second type. Okay, remember at any time you can pause this video if I'm going too fast so you can keep up. This one is a little bit different. It's an exception to the rule about undoing the addition and subtraction first. Okay, whenever you see this, 5 plus x divided by 6, put a grouping symbol around this to know that these are together. And we want to undo whatever is away from the variable. So this whole thing divided by 6. Let me write this again. 5 plus x divided by 6 equals 2. We're going to put our grouping symbol automatically over this. And I'm going to multiply each side. When I see I made an error, this should be a 2 instead of a 6 here. Let me fix that. I'm going to multiply each side by 6 because I'm undoing this 6 right here. I'm getting rid of it. I'm removing it so we can isolate our variable. These two 6's cancel, so we're left with 5 plus x equals 2 times 6, which is 12. And now I just have a basic one-step equation. I have to subtract 5 from both sides. I end up with x equals 7. And again, you can plug the 7 back in right here. Let's see if it works. 5 plus 7 divided by 6 equals 2. Okay, 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. And yes, it does work out. 2 does equal 2. Okay, there's one more kind that I want to show you. With this kind, you need to combine any like terms that you see. You want to simplify it as much as you can. So you can see we have two constants here. Go ahead and erase this. You have the -2 and the +3 that you can combine. And we end up with that -2 plus 3 is just +1, right? So we end up with a plus 1 equals a -2. And now I can subtract 1 from both sides, and I get a equals -3 for my answer. Let's look at one. Actually, right now, instead of looking at another one, I'd like to give you some to try out. So copy the following down. Here are the problems. Press pause, copy them down, and do them, and then I will show you them worked out. Okay, with this first problem, we need to undo the addition or subtraction. I want to move the constant first, away from the variable. We want to touch the variable last. So I end up with -9x equals a -81, and then I divide each side by -9. I end up with x equals 9. Okay, for this next one, same thing. I want to do the addition or subtraction first. I want to handle the constant first, and it's okay if the variable's on the right side. I know you're used to seeing it on the left, but you just need to get used to it. I'm going to rewrite this. -6 equals n divided by 2 minus 10. So we're going to add 10 to both sides. I end up with a -6 plus 10, and that gives me 4 equals n divided by 2. So I have to decide what number divided by 2 will give me 4. I can undo that by multiplying. I end up with n equals 8. And if I plug the 8 back in here, I have 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then so 4 minus 10 will give me a -6. Okay, let's look at this other one. This is the last one. This is that special case. I'm going to rewrite it. 5 plus x divided by 6 equals a -1. Anytime you see an expression like 5 plus x and you're dividing it over one number, I want you to put grouping symbols around it to know that they stay together. We're going to take care of this 6 first. It kind of breaks our rule of undoing the addition and subtraction first. We're going to multiply each side by 6, because this is really like 6 over 1, and these cancel out, making them both 1s. So we're just left with 5 plus x equals -1 times 6 is a -6. And then we have just a simple one-step equation. So let's subtract 5 from both sides. I end up with x equals -11. You can even plug it back in here. In fact, let's do that. 5 plus a -11 divided by 6. That should give me a -1 if I did this correctly. So I have -6 divided by 6. And yes, indeed, it does equal -1. I did it correctly. Okay, if you need to, go back, rewatch the video, pause, rework problems. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful. I'll see you next time.